Tell y'all this shit, cause this shit really been fucking with me, really been eating me up. I ain't never stiffed none of my partners, bro.
What happens when your closest homie, the one who helped you build your empire from nothing, allegedly steals $70,000 from you and then claims you were too high to remember giving it to them? This is the wild story that's got the entire hip-hop world divided right now, and it involves NBA YoungBoy and his former Day One partner, BBG Baby Joe. We're talking about a friendship that started in the trenches of Baton Rouge, built a multi-million-dollar movement, and then crashed and burned over what might be the most controversial theft accusation in rap history. But here's the twist that nobody saw coming. Baby Joe just dropped a bombshell explanation that got everyone questioning everything they thought they knew about this situation. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why this drama is way deeper than just missing money and how it reveals the dark side of loyalty in the music industry. So stick around until the end because I'm about to break down the real tea behind this whole mess, including the shocking details. Baby Joe revealed about what really happened that night and why he's now basically begging YoungBoy to take him back while watching millions slip through his fingers. Trust me, this story is crazier than anything you've seen on social media. Let me paint the picture for y'all real quick. BBG Baby Joe and NBA YoungBoy been tight since way back. Growing up in the same streets of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We talking about real Day One type energy here. These dudes was grinding together when YoungBoy was just a young wild boy trying to make it out the trenches. Baby Joe wasn't just some hanger-on or clout chaser. Nah, fam. He was in the studio with YoungBoy from early on, helping craft that sound that would eventually take them both out the hood. They was building that whole BBG movement from the ground up, brick by brick, song by song. You could see their chemistry in the old videos and collaborations. When they were on tracks together, that brotherhood was evident. Baby Joe had his own flow, his own style, but it complemented YoungBoy's energy perfectly. They wasn't competing with each other, they was elevating each other. The BBG brand became something bigger than just music. It represented that Baton Rouge street mentality, that loyalty, that ride-or-die attitude that both of them embodied. Baby Joe was part of that core group that helped establish what BBG meant to the culture. But y'all know how this story goes in hip-hop. Money changes everything. And when the stakes get higher, sometimes the people closest to you become the ones who hurt you the most. Success can be a blessing and a curse, especially when it comes to testing relationships that were built in struggle. Here's where things get spicy, and this is the part that got everybody talking. Word on the street is that NBA YoungBoy accused Baby Joe of stealing $70,000 from him. $70,000, fam. That ain't no small change we talking about here. That's life-changing money for most people.
There was a situation that took place on social media that I want to see if you could clear up for everybody, man. Because people were saying, now this is rumor, this ain't me, they were saying that you had allegedly taken $70K from NBA YoungBoy somehow?
Some I holler at my brother about when he come home type, just some, some in-house shit.
Okay, now why would people think that you had taken $70K from NBA YoungBoy?
Shit, yeah, said in the song.
Now the way this whole thing came to light was wild. YoungBoy didn't just call Baby Joe up and handle it privately like you might expect from day ones who've been through everything together. Nah, he made it public through his music, dropping bars that had everybody in the streets and on social media trying to decode what really went down. The streets started buzzing immediately. People were dissecting every lyric, every social media post, trying to figure out the timeline of events. Some folks were saying Baby Joe really did take the money, that he got greedy and thought YoungBoy wouldn't notice or wouldn't care since they were family. But here's what made the situation even more complicated. YoungBoy never really came out and explicitly detailed what happened. He just made it clear through his music and his actions that Baby Joe was no longer part of the team. That left a lot of room for speculation and rumors to run wild. The hip-hop blogs went crazy with theories. Some said it was about more than just money, that there was jealousy involved, or that Baby Joe had been moving funny for a while. Others suggested that maybe Joe was getting too comfortable taking liberties that crossed the line. For the longest time, Baby Joe stayed quiet about the whole situation. He was probably hoping it would blow over. Or maybe he was trying to handle it behind the scenes. But recently, he finally decided to speak up and tell his version of events. And let me tell you, his story is completely different from what people been assuming. According to Baby Joe, he never stole nothing from YoungBoy. In fact, he's just claiming the complete opposite, that YoungBoy gave him the money but was so intoxicated at the time that he forgot about it later. Baby Joe broke it down like this in his recent interview: "I never stole from none of my partners. I would never take nothing from none of my partners."
Tell y'all this shit, cause this shit really been fucking with me, really been eating me up. I ain't never stiff from none of my partners, bro. You hear me? I was giving it high. I was giving it, if you, if you take meds, sometimes you forget stuff. You feel me? I was giving it high. I was giving it, if you take meds, sometimes you forget stuff. You feel me? I was giving it high. I was giving it, if you take meds, sometimes you forget stuff. You feel me? I was giving it high. I was giving it, if you take meds, sometimes you forget stuff. You feel me? I was giving it high. I was giving it, if you take meds, sometimes you forget stuff. You feel me? I was giving it high. I was giving it, if you take meds, sometimes you forget stuff. You feel me? I was giving it high. I was giving it, if you take meds, sometimes you forget stuff. You feel me? I was giving it high. I was giving it, if you take meds, sometimes you forget stuff. You feel me? I was giving it high. I was giving it, if you take meds, sometimes you forget stuff. You feel me? I was giving it high. I was giving it, if you take meds, sometimes you forget stuff. You feel me? I was giving it high. I was giving it, if you take meds, sometimes you for But like, I ain't no troll, and why I ain't never want to do this shit. But like, it's kind of getting out of hand. I ain't never go in my mood like that. Nigga too thorough, nigga changed my life. You feel me? Like, and that shit be hurting my feelings. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it should be getting to me.
It could have been a situation where it was given to me and forgotten because YoungBoy might have been not in the right state of mind at the time. That's a heavy accusation to make, suggesting that YoungBoy's substance use might have played a role in this whole misunderstanding. Baby Joe was real emotional talking about this situation. You could see it in his face, hear it in his voice. This ain't just about money for him. This is about his reputation, his name in the streets, and most importantly, his relationship with someone he considered a brother. He went on to explain that when YoungBoy sobered up and saw the money was gone, he automatically assumed Baby Joe took it without permission. But from Baby Joe's perspective, he was just holding money that was given to him fair and square. The problem is when someone's under the influence, their memory ain't always reliable. So now you got two different versions of the same event and no way to really prove what happened unless there were witnesses or video footage. Baby Joe also talked about how this whole situation affected him mentally and emotionally. He said he really got hurt by the accusation because stealing goes against everything he stands for. In the streets, your word is your bond, and being labeled a thief is one of the worst things that can happen to your reputation. While this drama been playing out, the consequences for Baby Joe been devastating. YoungBoy been out here selling out arenas on his mass tour, making millions. And building his legacy even bigger, while Baby Joe been stuck in Baton Rouge watching from the sidelines like a fan. That mass tour been crazy successful, and I mean crazy successful. YoungBoy hitting cities all across the country, bringing out special guests like Lil Tim, performing for packed crowds every night. The energy been insane, the money been flowing, and it's been one of the biggest tours in hip-hop this year. We talking about arenas that hold 15,000 to 20,000 people selling out night after night. The merchandise sales alone probably bringing in hundreds of thousands per show. Then you got the ticket sales, the VIP packages, the meet and greets. This tour been a money-making machine. But Baby Joe, he been at home dealing with legal issues that got him stuck in Louisiana, unable to even leave the state. Even if YoungBoy wanted to bring him on tour, Baby Joe couldn't go because of his probation situation from some old charges he had to deal with. Baby Joe been real about how much this hurt him. I love it, man. I love it, man. Man, he deserve it, man. You heard me. And man, deserve everything right now. Ain't no hate and bone in my body. If I'm going or if I'm not going, that's still something that I love to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep up with this. You know, I watch all the videos I'm watching from afar. I ain't participating right now. That's some real pain right there, fam. Imagine watching your day one homie living out y'all dreams while you stuck at home dealing with the consequences of a situation you claim you didn't even cause. Every night, YoungBoy on stage performing to thousands of fans. Baby Joe probably at home scrolling through Instagram, seeing all the tour footage, remembering when that could have been him up there, too. The tour been hitting major cities like Atlanta, Houston, Los Angeles, New York, all places where Baby Joe probably got fans who were expecting to see him. Instead, they seeing Big B, Ben 10, and the rest of the crew, but no Baby Joe. One thing Baby Joe been brutally honest about is how his pride been playing a role in this whole situation. He admitted that even if there was an opportunity to reconcile with YoungBoy, his pride might be holding him back from making the first move. This is some real street psychology right here. In the hood, your pride and your reputation is everything. When someone accuses you of stealing, especially someone you considered family, that cuts deep. It's not just about the money. It's about the disrespect, the lack of trust, the assumption that you would betray someone you love. Baby Joe explained that he could pull up on YoungBoy face to face and they could talk, but right now he's just feeling hurt and letting the situation be what it is. He's not pushing the issue, not trying to force a reconciliation. Just letting YoungBoy do his thing while he figures out his own path. He said, I'm feeling hurt, brother. You feel what I'm saying? So right now, I'm just letting it be. I'm just letting it be what it be. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really pushing the issue like that. That hurt is real and you can hear it in his voice when he talks about the situation. This ain't just business for him. This was family. When family turns on you, especially publicly, that pain hits different than regular beef or industry politics. While YoungBoy been getting richer and more successful, Baby Joe's situation been looking completely different. He's just back in the hood dealing with the same streets that both him and YoungBoy was trying to escape from in the first place. Baby Joe been honest about his current situation. He recently got out of jail on some old charges, nothing too serious, just some stuff from when he was younger that he had stopped going to court for. He said it was really after he got shot that delayed his court dates and he started forgetting about them until it caught up with him. Now he's trying to get his music career back on track, but it ain't easy when you don't have that machine behind you anymore. When you don't have that BBG support system that helped launch his career in the first place, everything becomes 10 times harder. He's been working on new music, trying to build his own label called Wabu Records, and attempting to create his own path in the industry. He's got plans for 2 new projects, one called All on Me and another called Open Book. The titles alone tell you where his head at. He's ready to take full responsibility for his situation and be completely transparent about everything he's been through. But let's be real, going from being part of one of the hottest crews in hip-hop to trying to make it as an independent artist is a major adjustment. When you were part of BBG, you had built-in promotion, built-in features, built-in everything. Now, Baby Joe got to build all that from scratch. The financial struggle is real, too. While he won't get into specifics about his money situation, you can read between the lines. He's not living that tour life anymore, not getting those BBG checks, not part of that YoungBoy money machine that's been generating millions. He mentioned getting a nice sizable check recently, but when asked about it, he played it smart. Never let a person know what's in your pockets, man. That's street wisdom right there. But it also suggests that whatever money he got, he's being careful with it because he knows it might have to last him a while. Some people been saying that Baby Joe been begging YoungBoy to take him back, that he's desperate to get back in good graces because he's broke and needs that BBG money again. When you look at some of his interviews and social media posts, you can see why people might think that. Baby Joe been very public about his support for YoungBoy. Even while they not speaking, he's been praising the mass tour, talking about how proud he is of YoungBoy's success, and making it clear that he don't have no hate in his heart. I'm always that one thing about me, man. I'm a loyal, bro. I'm mad at the situation. I never mad at the person, he said, showing that even though he's hurt by what happened, he still got love for YoungBoy as a person. Some people see this as genuine love and support for someone he still considers family. But others see it as a man who's down bad, trying to get back in YoungBoy's good graces by showing public loyalty, hoping that eventually YoungBoy will forgive him and bring him back into the fold. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. Baby Joe probably do genuinely love and support YoungBoy. That brotherhood they had was real, and you can't just turn that off overnight. But at the same time, he's probably also hoping that this public support might help repair their relationship, which would obviously benefit him financially and career-wise. When he talks about potentially linking back up with YoungBoy, you can hear the hope in his voice. We might end up linking up soon, but fall out the tour. You know, I can't leave. I can't leave the state. You know what I'm saying? I'm stuck right now. What makes this situation even more complicated is the industry politics involved. Baby Joe mentioned that he's just been getting calls from people telling him to stop talking about the situation publicly, that he's doing too much by trying to explain himself to blogs and social media. These calls been coming from people in both camps, folks who think he should just let sleeping dogs lie and move on with his life. But Baby Joe been struggling with that advice because his reputation is on the line. Stealing is major. Like that's major. That's major. So yeah, that's a hard jacket to wear. You feel me? Like stealing from your boys. That's like 3 hard jackets to just put on. You feel me? I'd rather take before I steal, Baby Joe said. That's some real talk right there. In street culture, your word and your reputation is everything. And once people start questioning your integrity, it's hard to get that back. Being labeled a thief affects how people see you, how they do business with you, and ultimately how you can move in your community. Baby Joe also mentioned that his childhood friends been reaching out, telling him he's talking too much, trying to explain himself to people who don't really matter. But for him, it's not about the blogs or the social media comments. It's about clearing his name for his kids, for his family, for the people who really know him. I got little boys. If I'm having kids, you know, and they got to come up under that's Baby Joe's son, and they ain't blemished at all for them. Just for those little dudes that come up, they know, you know, my dad was a solid boy, man. You know. So where do things stand right now? YoungBoy been continuing his success, selling out shows, making hit records, and building his empire bigger than ever. The mass tour been so successful that he's probably going to keep touring and making that money while he can. He's got his core team around him, Big B, Ben 10, and the rest of the crew. And the BBG machine been running smooth without Baby Joe. Baby Joe been trying to rebuild his career from scratch, working on new music with his Return of the Gorilla project that he says been doing some nice little numbers. He's attempting to move forward despite the cloud hanging over his reputation, but it's clearly been a struggle. The relationship between them seems to be in a weird limbo. They're not actively beefing, but they're also not cool like they used to be. Baby Joe been holding out hope that eventually they'll link back up. "We might end up linking up soon," he said in one interview, though he also acknowledged that his legal situation makes it difficult for him to travel and be part of any tour activities. There's also the question of whether YoungBoy even wants to reconcile. He's been focused on his business and might not see the need to revisit old drama, especially when things been going so well for him career-wise. So, there you have it, fam. The complete breakdown of this whole BBG Baby Joe and NBA YoungBoy situation that's got the hip-hop world talking. From day one homies grinding in Baton Rouge studios to this complicated mess we got now. It's been a wild ride that shows how money and success can destroy even the strongest bonds. The $70,000 controversy might seem like it's just about money, but it's really about trust, loyalty, and how pride can keep people apart even when they probably still love each other. Whether you believe Baby Joe's story about YoungBoy being too intoxicated to remember giving him the money, or you think there's more to the situation, one thing's clear: this drama reveals the dark side of brotherhood in the music industry. What y'all think about Baby Joe's explanation? Do you believe he's telling the truth, or is this just a desperate attempt to get back in YoungBoy's good graces? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button if this breakdown helped you understand what's really going on, and subscribe for more content exposing all the drama in hip-hop. Until next time, stay safe out there, and remember, in these streets, your reputation is everything. Peace.